and welcome to Season 3, Episode 12, the season finale of KittyCatGO Live, where we discuss various topics related to traveling and adventuring with your cat. I'm your host, Emily Hall, and tonight I don't have a special guest. As usual, for my final episode of the season, I'm flying solo tonight. I'll be sharing about my experience becoming a certified cat trainer this year, as well as my time volunteering at my local shelter, and my plans for KittyCatGO in 2024. I'll also be giving away some fun prizes at the end of the episode, so be sure to stick around so you have a chance to win those. If you're watching with me tonight or on the replay, be sure to say hello in the comments and tell me where you're watching from. I'd love to give you a shout out. Questions are encouraged along the way as well. Let's go ahead and dive in. If you're on my email list, you probably already know that earlier this year, I enrolled in a program through the Animal Behavior College to become a certified cat trainer. I've been clicker training and adventure training with my cats for many years, almost 10 actually. And I've been giving training advice and tips through my various KittyCatGO platforms. But I felt like I needed to go deeper to really further the mission of KittyCatGO in the best way possible. My goal with KittyCatGO has always been and always will be to help and encourage other people to have successful adventures with their cats. And a big part of that includes giving training advice like harness and leash training, backpack training, carrier training, car training, all those things and more. And though I do have a lot of experience with those things, aside from that, there was really no reason that anyone should have ever trusted what I had to say. Until recently, I didn't have anything to prove or certify that I actually know what I'm talking about. I wanted you to be able to trust that the knowledge I'm sharing with you is not just based on my own experience, but also on science and studied cat behavior and training methods. I also recognized that I had some holes in my knowledge on behavior and training that I wanted to fill. So that's what led me to pursue this path of becoming a certified cat trainer. So I researched and found the cat training and management program. Oh, Delilah's here to say hello. Hey. All right. So anyway, I researched and found the cat training and management program through the Animal Behavior College. And I enrolled in February of this year, so February 2023. And I just finished my certification in November. So it took me 9 months. During those 9 months, I was reading and studying and taking tests on topics from cat genetics and cat breeds to learning theories, behavior modification, cat nutrition, training methods and techniques, and more. There was a lot of information. And after all the reading and testing was over, I then had to put my skills to the test by logging 25 volunteer hours training cats at a local shelter. I spent my time volunteering at Kitty City Cat Rescue in Macon, Georgia. Delilah's making herself comfy in my lap. I had never volunteered at a shelter before, nor had I ever trained any cats besides my own. So I wasn't really sure what to expect. But I will say that from my very first visit, I was hooked. I was obsessed. I was going to Kitty City 3 times a week for a couple hours at a time. And even after just 2 or 3 visits, I felt like I'd really bonded with the cats. There were a few who had already very quickly learned to target train, touch the target stick with their nose, sit on cue, high five on cue. The cats were so eager for their training sessions, and they were eating up the attention and just excited to have something to occupy their time and excited to have someone spending time with them and engaging with them. And I know I'm probably preaching to the choir, but mental and physical stimulation and enrichment is so important for cats. This can come in many forms like training or interactive play, going outside on adventures. There are lots of ways to provide enrichment for your cat. But this is especially important for shelter cats. Shelter cats are, they just don't have as much attention and things as most people's cats do at home. So they are starved for it and they really need it. And I'm not knocking on cat shelters by any stretch. They do amazing work. And the people who volunteer to scoop litter boxes and clean and feed and medicate and do all of those not so glamorous jobs, They're heroes and deserve all the recognition and credit for what they do. It's amazing. But the truth is that cats in shelters are desperate for attention. Many of them are stressed and scared and just generally not comfortable being in an environment with so many other cats. It's not any fault of the cat shelters or the volunteers. It's just the situation. It is what it is. And cats just simply aren't meant to be in a shelter long term for those reasons. Um, and through my shelter experience, I was able to see all of this firsthand. I've seen the cats that are too scared to come out from the corner or out from under a cat tree. I've seen the cats who are stressed and uncomfortable, and maybe they express those feelings through aggression. I've seen the cats who are depressed and generally unhappy, and the cats that are untrusting and don't want to be touched or pet. And even though these cats are scared and stressed and unhappy, they're unfortunately the ones that are most likely to stay in the shelters long term, because who's going to adopt a cat that they don't see because they stay hidden, or the cat that bites or scratches, or the cat that doesn't let you touch them? Um, it's unfortunate that the cats aren't given a chance to really show their true colors in these kind of environments. Um, these cats are the ones who are in most need of attention and interaction and enrichment to build their confidence and combat their boredom and depression, and to hopefully bring them out of their shell to increase their chances of being adopted. So that's one of the things that I was doing, and am still doing at Kitty City. At Kitty City Cat Rescue, there are 80 cats. And though I've trained with many of them at least once, there are two who have really made a lasting impression on me, and I just wanted to share their stories with you. I think they're heartwarming and encouraging, and really proof too that with just a little bit of training and a little bit of attention, it can make all the difference for a cat in the shelter. So the first cat I wanted to share about was Lioness. She was the very first cat I started training when I started going to Kitty City. She was depressed and unhappy in the shelter environment. So she had actually been removed from the main cat room and put in the shelter office. She was in there with two other cats. And I mean, it's great that she was able to have that more quiet environment with just two other cats instead of, 80 other cats. The downside is that when people come to adopt, they're not really seeing the cats in the office. They're going in the main cat room and seeing those cats. So when the cats are in the office, they just don't really get overlooked, basically. So anyway, the first day I met her, she was curled up in a chair in the shelter office, and she barely even lifted her head to acknowledge my presence when I walked in the room. I gave her some pets and some treats, and she warmed up to me a little bit, and I began the beginnings, it's redundant, sorry, of clicker training with her. Just charging the clicker and maybe starting a little bit of target training. After my second visit, or by my second visit, she was already up and moving around a bit more. I continued the target training, started sit training and some other things. Oh, I also worked on training with her to get her to accept brushes because she had longer fur. By my third visit, her eyes were brighter and she was sitting on cue. Target training, I could clip her nails. Whenever I walked in the office, she would excitedly greet me at the door and eagerly participate in her training sessions. She loved it. And then a couple weeks later, she was able to be moved back into the main cat room because her confidence and comfort levels had increased so much. So she was better equipped to handle that main shelter environment. So they moved her back into the main cat room, and I'm excited to say that it wasn't long before Lioness was adopted, and she has now a forever home with a family that loves her very much. And it was just so amazing to see that transformation for her and to see the difference from that first day that I visited her to when she got adopted. It was night and day. And just such a great example of the difference just a little bit of attention can do for a cat in the shelter. So that's Lioness. The second cat I want to share about is Templeton. Templeton is still at the shelter, but he has also made some really big strides. I started working with him early on. It was, I don't know what visit. It wasn't my first visits, but early on in my time at the shelter, I started working with Templeton. And he was a cat who didn't like to be touched. If I reached out to pet him, he would duck away and then get out of reach. He didn't want anything to do with being touched. Obviously, that's not great for a cat trying to find a forever home. So I knew right away that was something that I wanted to work on with him. So I didn't force anything on him. You never want to force stuff with a cat. That'll just make it worse. So I, just ignored him basically. And as I would work with some of the other cats, he would always be on the outskirts watching and observing and paying attention to what was going on. So when I noticed he was interested in what I was doing and what the other cats were doing, I started giving him the opportunity to also participate in the training sessions. We started with just target training. That doesn't require me to touch him or even get that close to him, because you can pull out those target sticks pretty far and do target training. So that's where I started with Templeton. And he caught on to that pretty well and was really excited about the treats. As he started warming up to me and coming closer and closer, I then started working on touch training with him, which is just basically where you use clicker training to acclimate a cat to accept your touch and your pets. So I started doing that with him, and he would eventually let me touch the top of his head. But if I moved my hand down, to go down his back, that was too much, and he would duck away and get out of reach again. So we had reached at least me being able to touch the top of his head. I continued working with him and worked up to being able to actually pet him from head to tail. And he got to where, too, whenever I would get to the shelter, he would excitedly greet me at the door and was really eager for his training sessions. And I could pet him all over and rub on him, and he, would just eat it up. So that was a huge break for Templeton, but it doesn't stop there. Templeton had really long nails because no one had ever been able to trim his nails because they couldn't touch him. So his nails were long and they hurt. So I knew I wanted to take his touch training even further to work on nail trim training. So we continued with the touch training, nail trim training, and I'm excited to say that last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, I was able to trim all the nails on Templeton's front paws in one go, and he was totally okay with it, 100% accepting, no unhappiness from him on his end. So I was so excited. I was over the moon. I was like walking around the shelter telling all the other volunteers, I clipped Templeton's nails. It was so exciting. And to see him now not just accepting pets, but also asking for them. He wants to be touched and wants to be petted now. It's such a huge difference. And that sweet boy has made great strides. And he hasn't been adopted yet, but I have high hopes for him. And that hope really is that someone I know adopts him so that I can keep up with him and visit him, because I love him so much. If our home wasn't already so full, Templeton would for sure be home with me. So if you are in the Georgia area and are looking for a cat, Templeton is your guy. He's real sweet and real adorable. So anyway, those are my two stories and examples of what some attention and training can do for a cat in the shelter. If anybody watching has volunteered at a shelter and had a similar experience, I would love to hear it. Please tell me in the comments. I want to hear all your shelter success stories. Yeah, they're amazing. Super heartwarming. So anyway, though my volunteer requirement has been fulfilled for my program, I have been continuing to go to Kitty City once a week, and I plan to do so for the foreseeable future after seeing the benefit that the training has had for the cats. And also, I have fallen in love with them all. I can't stop going, so I will be still volunteering at Kitty City. And I just wanted to encourage you, if you don't already volunteer at your local shelter in some form or fashion, and you're able to and willing to make the time, please consider it. I'm sure your local shelter could use people to clean and scoop boxes or even take pictures of the cats for social media. But I know more than anything too, the cats could really use your time and attention. It'll make a world of difference for them. So this brings me into my 2024 plans. I plan to continue going to Kitty City Cat Rescue, and I also plan on bringing my cat training experience and knowledge to better help you on your cat adventure journey. The biggest and most exciting way I plan to do that and kick off those efforts in 2024 is with a harness and leash online training course. I've been working on putting this course together for several months. And it's actually going to be the first of many courses. I have ideas for several, like backpack training, car training, things like that. But I'm starting with harness and leash training. This course consists of 9 training modules. There's going to be sections on why to harness and leash train, preventing harness escapes, choosing a harness and leash, the actual training process for getting your cat to wear a harness and to walk on a leash, introducing your cat to the outdoors, what to do if your cat escapes their harness, all that stuff. Lots of information in the form of video, written content, and audio content. So no matter what way you prefer to learn, there is something for you. And I will actually be looking for beta testers for the course soon. So if you're interested in being a beta tester, let me know. That would just consist of you getting access to the course for no charge. And in return, you would have to go through the course. And then I'd have a survey for you to complete to hopefully, help me know what needs to be improved or whatever. Make sure it works and everything is good. So I don't have a release date for the course yet, but it will be early 2024. I'm planning to have everything finished 100%. I'm just putting final touches on everything now, and I hope to have it completed by the first of the year so that January can be a time for beta testers. So hopefully maybe February, March-ish, the course will be ready for anyone to take. So that's my first big news and plan for 2024. I also plan to expand on the KittyCatGO Adventure podcast. Season 3 of the podcast kicks off January 17th. If you haven't noticed, the podcast episodes are just live episodes, these that I have edited and reformatted to be an audio podcast. And I plan to continue to do that. But I'm going to add in additional episodes sprinkled in between my guest interviews. This won't be live. They won't be KittyCatGO live episodes. They will only be on the podcast. So audio episodes that I'm planning to sprinkle in between the guest interview episodes. There'll be solo episodes, much shorter than my guest interview episodes. But I'll be sharing training tips and advice during these. Anything from harness and leash training do's and don'ts to how to increase your cat's food motivation. I've got some ideas in the works, but if you have anything in particular you'd like to hear, let me know. I always love hearing from listeners, and obviously I want to make sure the content I'm providing to you is helpful in what you're looking for. So if you have an idea for a little solo episode on a topic related to cat adventuring that you'd like to hear, let me know and I will add it to my list. So I think I haven't decided. I know my first episode will be January 17th for the podcast for season 3. I haven't decided if it's going to be one of those solo episodes or if I'm going to start it with one of my interviews. But one of these short little episodes will either be the first episode or the second. So definitely be sure to follow KittyCatGO Adventure Podcast. It's available on all the major podcasting platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, all those things. So give it a follow so you can be notified of new episodes. Those will be coming out soon. I see Terry has shared something. She said, I haven't volunteered at a shelter, but in the past have fostered and evaluated for purebred rescue organization, SOAR, Sphinx Open Arms Rescue, and for Cornish Rex cats where the breeder was not willing to take back a cat they brought into the world. That's really sad that a breeder would not be willing to take a cat back. That's some irresponsible cat breeding, I say. But that's great that you've worked with that organization. I'm sure it made a really big difference. And Delilah. Yeah, awesome. Oh, thanks, Sandra. She says hi, looking forward to your programs next year. Thank you, thank you. I am too. All right, so far my 2024 plans include the launch of my courses, starting with the Harness Unleash course, extra episodes of the Kitty Cat Go Adventure podcast, and my third, not as exciting of a thing. Well, I don't know, maybe it is to you, but I plan to get back on Instagram. I've been super burnt out on social media. If you might have noticed or not noticed my lack of posts on Instagram, barely gotten anything up in months. I just really needed a break. The burnout was real. But I miss keeping up with everyone's adventures over there. So I'm planning to work my way back onto Instagram in January. And one of the ways I'm going to be doing that is bringing back Wildcat Wednesday. So if you aren't familiar, Wildcat Wednesday was a weekly Instagram Reel series that I did a while back, where every week I would put a call out for people to submit their action clips of their cats. It didn't, it could be just your cat outside walking or going on a hike or whatever. And I would compile all the clips for that week into one video and tag everyone. And I called it Wildcat Wednesday, and the videos are so fun. It was really awesome to see everyone's clips, and it was great for the community. People were able to find new accounts to follow and stuff that way. And I know it was like a fan favorite kind of thing. So I plan to bring back Wildcat Wednesday in January. So be sure to look out for that. I will be putting call outs for clip submissions at the first of the year. So if you want to be included in one of the Wildcat Wednesday Reel videos, then you'll want to pay attention for that. Let's see. Oh, Kathy says, glad I found you again in my feed. I've been away and I've missed some of the training with my Max and his adventure and camping training. Well, it's great to have you back, Kathy. I will look forward to seeing more of Max's adventures. All right, so that's all my updates. If you guys think of something else you'd like to see, or a podcast episode idea, or even a guest that you think I should have on Kitty Cat Go Live, let me know. I am always open to suggestions and happy to hear from you. So you can either drop your comments down below, or you can reach out to me on Instagram or email or whatever. I love hearing from you. So anyway, now on to the exciting part of the evening, the prize giveaways, holiday prizes. So one of my favorite things about these final episodes of the year is that I try to make a holiday theme. See, I've got all my holiday decorations behind me. I've got my cats out and stuff. So like Delilah made an appearance earlier. They're just laid back, fun, and get to just feel like I'm kind of hanging out with you guys in my living room and talking about cats. And I get to give away prizes for the holidays. So if you're ready for prizes, now's your chance. The first prize I'll be giving away tonight is a month of membership to Kitty Cat Go Trailblazers. If you are curious to give it a try, and you're not already a member, then please comment below Wishful Trailblazer, and I'll randomly select someone. In case anyone watching might not be familiar with what Kitty Cat Go Trailblazers is, it's an online community for traveling and adventuring cats of all skill levels, and from all over the world. We have themed challenges and activities every month. Like, for example, this month we're having a holiday scavenger hunt, and everyone is busy searching their homes or going out into their towns and finding different items. There are 25 things on the list, anything from the Grinch to a North Pole sign to a dreidel, all kinds of things. So that's what we're doing this month. Some past examples of things that we've done are clicker training bingo, cat agility, box fort building. We have a lot of fun. And in addition to the challenges, we also have 2 Zoom chats every month, where we have a community chat. We connect with each other, share our latest wins and struggles, and just generally what we've been up to. The Trailblazers community in general is super supportive, And these Zoom chats are a great way to really just connect deeper with each other, form those friendships, and get to know each other. So anyway, we have a great time over there. So if you would like to give Kitty Cat Trailblazers a try and would like to win a free month of membership, it's normally $7 a month. Then comment Wishful Trailblazer, and I will randomly select someone. So let me check the comments. Nobody wants to try it. Well, I know there are some Trailblazers here because you guys have commented. Terry and Tasha and Sandra. I know you guys are all Trailblazers members already. So if you guys want to enter, I will give you a credit for a free month. So you can comment Wishful Trailblazer as well. And I will randomly select someone to get that credit. And if you aren't already a member, then you will just get a free month. All right. Next prize. There's no, I will draw the winner at the end of the episode, so you can comment whenever. Next prize I'm giving away is one of my handmade snuffle balls. So I've got several of them here. It's a new product I just launched a few weeks ago. And they look like this. And they're just like fleece, and they have all these folds in them. And they're available for purchase in my store, and they come in actually regular, mini, and large sizes. So these are the regular sizes. Then I also have mini ones, and then I have, let me find a large one. A large. So they're available for purchase in my store, but I'll be giving away one of the regular sized ones tonight. These make a great enrichment toy for your cat. You can hide treats in the folds and gives them an opportunity to act on their natural hunting and foraging instincts, keeps them busy. When I usually fill one of these suckers up for my cats, it'll keep them busy for like 20 or 30 minutes. So if you would like to win a regular sized snuffle ball, then comment below what your cat's favorite indoor enrichment activity is, and I will randomly choose a winner. I will also drop the link to where you can purchase the snuffle balls on my store. Give me a second to grab that link real quick. All right. Dropping in the comments. All right, so that's the link to purchase a snuffle ball if you'd like, but I will be giving one away. All you have to do is comment your cat's favorite indoor enrichment activity. All right. Oh, comments are rolling in. Awesome. Okay. The third and final prize I'll be giving away tonight is a Kylo leash and collar set. So here is a Kylo collar. Here is a Kylo leash. These are examples. They come in a lot of different colors. To enter this giveaway, you just need to comment why you would like a Kylo leash and collar, and I'll randomly select someone. And while I wait for your comments to roll in, I will share about these. So these are my handcrafted leashes and collars. Whoops. They are named after my best adventure buddy, Kylo Ren, who is, he was just over here a second ago. He's not over here right now. He's waiting for dinner, probably annoying my husband, Bobby, at the moment. But anyway, Kylo collars and leashes named after Kylo. They're made of biothane, which is a waterproof, odor-proof, easy to clean, lightweight, durable material. Each leash and collar comes with a lifetime guarantee, and they're custom made. So you get to choose the colors, you get to choose the length and the style. You can even have your cat's name engraved on it if you want. They're really, in my mind, and I mean, I know it's weird to say since I make them and sell them, but they're an adventuring game changer. No more wet, soggy leashes, no more picking up leaves and debris. If it gets dirty, you just wipe it down. So I use them all the time. So if you would like to win a Kylo leash and collar, of your choice in color, length, all that stuff. Again, just comment why you would like to win a Kylo collar, and I will randomly select a winner. So now I'm going to go through the comments and choose the winner. So this will take a second, so bear with me. So let's see. The Trailblazers. We have Sandra, Georgia, Terry, Tasha. Okay. For the Snuffle Ball, we have Kasha, Tasha. That's funny. Terry. Okay. Oh. And Jazzy Jazz. Okay, and then the Kylo leash and collar. Sandra. Kasha. Kathy. Tasha. Okay, so I want to make sure I got everybody for each one before I do the drawing. So for Trailblazers, let me know if you commented for one of these giveaways and you're not on this list. So for the Trailblazers giveaway, I have Sandra, Georgia, Terry, and Tasha. For the Snuffle Ball, I have Kasha, Tasha, Terry, and Jazzy Jazz. And for the Kylo collar, I have Sandra, Kasha, Kathy, and Tasha. Let me know if I missed you, and I will give you a second, and then I will do the random drawings. Oh, thanks, Terry. She says she has quite a collection of the leashes and loves them, so she's going to leave this prize for someone else. You do have several, and you have such cool color combinations, too. Oh, Sandra says she had one for the Snuffle Ball. Okay. Gotcha, Sandra. All right. Cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a random number generator to choose the winner. All right. So the Trailblazers winner is Georgia Peach. All right. Congrats. I know you, so I will email you a link to redeem your prize. All right. Snuffle Ball. Let me make sure I note that. Congrats, Georgia Peach. All right, Snuffle Ball winner is... wait for it. Is Kasha. I think it was Kasha Cat. All right. Congratulations. You can email me. Let me put my email across the screen so you can get my email address. Email me, Kasha Cat, and let me know your mailing address so I can get a Snuffle Ball in the mail to you. All right. And then for the Kylo leash and collar, the winner is... Come on. Sorry, technical difficulties. Winner is Tasha. All right, awesome. Oh, sorry, Kosha. I wasn't sure. I thought that might be the way to pronounce it too. All right, so Kosha Cat, email me to your mailing address so I can send you a snuffle ball. Tasha, I know you too, and I actually have your address. So I will. You do need to pick out your customization options though. So I will send you a link where you can see all the colors and customizations options, and then you can let me know what you want, and I will get it out in the mail to you. All right, so congrats again to Georgia Peach for winning a month of membership to Trailblazers, Kosha Cat for winning a Snuffle Ball, and Tasha for winning a Kylo leash and collar. All right, well, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight, for being a valued member of the KittyCatGO community. I appreciate you all, and thank you for making 2023 a successful year for KittyCatGO, and I look forward to what 2024 brings. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year, all of those things. I look forward to following your adventures and all of the things. All right. Well, oh, checking comments. Sorry. Sandra says, thank you for the season updates. You are welcome. Jazzy Jazz, congrats, everyone. Kosha Cat, hooray. Thanks, Emily. Sandra, happy holidays. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. I will see you next year. Bye.